Morning team. I just wanted to pop on and record this short video for you guys because I was just going through some of my notes and checking in with my challenge group this morning like I do every morning. And I just started thinking about the little things that I do in my challenge groups that I think help make them successful and why people continually come back and work with me month after month after month as a challenger or eventually a coach. And I think I've done this for so long now, I forget about these little things that I do because it's become so routine for me. And I'm able to, run good challenge groups, run multiple groups a month because it's become so routine, not boring, and just something that I've done for long enough now that I have dialed in. And I wanted to give you a few of my tips to running the most successful challenge groups possible. So my first tip for you guys today is to be a challenger first. Always be that rock star challenger that you want in your group. You should be the best challenger that you have in your group. Hopefully there's someone trying to outdo you, but you should always be showing up in your challenge group. You should be posting your before pictures and your measurements and checking in on your own posts. You should be commenting and encouraging other people. You should be drinking your Shakeology, talking about it, and of course getting your workouts and showing your sweaty pics, right? Those are the things we always hope and expect our challengers to do in order to be successful in the challenge group and get the most out of it. We know that challenge groups work. We know they're awesome. We know we provide people with amazing nutrition with Shakeology, with amazing workout programs, and now with All Access all year long. We provide them with coach support and meal plans, and we also provide them with group accountability, which is kind of the magic missing factor for a lot of people. So just remember, be a challenger first. Look at yourself in the mirror. If your challenge groups aren't being successful, look in the mirror and say, am I being the best challenger I can be? Am I showing up? Am I reflecting what I want to see in my challengers, in myself? So that's my first and most important tip to give you guys. The second one is I like to ask my challengers permission to hold them accountable. When they're first putting up their posts, when I ask them about their goals for the month, I say, I want you to give me the permission to call you out. If you're not doing the things that you said you wanted to do this month, if you're not showing up, if I don't see your face for a couple days checking in, do you give me permission to call you out? And by them giving me that permission, I don't ever have to worry about, oh, well, I don't want to bug that person because, I don't want to come across too strong or whatever. No, you have permission by that person because, guys, guess what? They joined your challenge group because they wanted to make a change, not so they could keep doing the same things over and over that haven't been working for them. So if they give you that permission, follow up with that person. Pay attention. If they're not showing up, if they're not drinking their Shakeology, check in with them after 2, 3, 4 days. Maybe don't even let it go that long because that's what you're there for. I say this all the time. Anybody can buy an All Access Challenge Pack. Anybody can buy Shakeology from anybody. There's 450,000 plus coaches in the Beachbody Network. They cannot buy you from anywhere else. You are unique, you are specific, you are your brand, and you are their coach. So be that support for them and be that pillar that they need day after day after day to get through that workout and to keep showing up. So ask permission to hold them accountable and call them out. I think that's a great thing to do in the beginning. Get that out and know that that's the standard that you're going to hold them to for the rest of the month. And another thing I started doing, a lot of us do point systems in our challenge groups where we reward people for showing up, posting, doing different activities we have them do, maybe a weekly homework assignment. One thing I started doing, which has made my tracking for points so much easier. In the past, I've done a little graphic where you say you get 5 points for a sweaty pic and 5 points for your Shakeology check-in and 10 points for your before picture. And that just got really hard for me to track, especially as my groups have grown. In the past, I've also done points, prizes based on my challengers getting to vote on who they think is the most inspirational person for the month, and that person will win the prize. I've done that. But most recently, what I've been doing is linking up my challengers with an accountability buddy. This is someone that I'm going to assign them to, and I'm pretty strategic about how I assign people. Like I said, I have a lot of repeat challengers each month, and then I also have new challengers. So a lot of the times I'll take a rock star repeat challenger that's with me month after month and just loves the challenge groups and does amazing every time. I'll link them up with a new person. And that just kind of gives them the motivation, and they see, okay, this person's posting a bunch, it's not so scary. But the accountability buddy, it's hard for me to say. I'm just going to say buddy. So the buddy system, what it does is, this is how I do my point system. Let me back up. Sorry to confuse you guys. So with the buddy system, that's how I reward my points for the month. So here's an example. On a Friday, I'll say it's Flex Friday. Anyone who posts their Flex Friday pic, today gets 5 points. If your buddy also posts that photo, that doubles your points. So you don't want to let some random stranger that you don't even know down, right? You don't want to hurt someone's chances of not earning a prize because you didn't post your sweaty pic or your Flex Friday pic. So that's kind of how I run my point system. But I'll do it on one single picture, and I'll do this maybe just 2 or 3 times a week to earn points so it doesn't get too out of control for me to track. So I'll post a picture and I'll say, in the comments of this photo, post your Flex Friday pic. That way I can go back to that one picture that I posted. Maybe it says flash challenge or bonus point opportunity, and I can track everybody's points very easily from just reading the comments section of that one post. And I can go back maybe days after and still find that post and tally everybody's points. Things I've given away in the past: Lululemon gift cards, Shakeology samples, a 3-day refresh, some workout programs, a fruit infuser water bottle, a hydro flask, whatever. It doesn't have to be big. People are just excited to get something for working hard. So I really, really, really encourage you guys to try out that accountability buddy system. It's worked really well for keeping people engaged in the group because it becomes like this team thing. You have your teammate, your buddy, and you want to conquer it together. So, not only they don't just want to, it's easy to let yourself down, right? We do that all the time, but it's not easy to let a stranger down. So that's my accountability buddy system. And then the last thing I try and do in my challenge groups is I try and groom coach behaviors into my challengers so I can see people who maybe be right for coaching. And I do this kind of sneakily, I guess. Not sneakily, it's not a trick I'm playing on people. But what I want to do is I want people to start doing things that coaches do. So I can go to that person and say, later on and say, oh my gosh, you're such a rock star challenger, you're so inspiring, you're doing everything it is that I do as a coach already. Have you ever considered being a Beachbody coach? And a lot of the times they'll come back and they'll say, yeah, I actually kind of was thinking it might be a fun thing, but I know nothing about it. And then you go from there. But these things that I do in my challenge groups are, like I said, part of kind of like the vital behaviors. I kind of break it down that way and have my challengers do some of those things. One is, for instance, posting on your social media is super scary for a lot of people, and especially talking about a weight loss journey. So going back to my Flex Friday, what I've recently been doing is having people, for their points, and they get extra points for this because it's extra scary for them to do, I'll say, bonus points today, it's Flex Friday, post your Flex Friday picture on your personal page, tag me in it, and then also hashtag Flex Friday, and also tag your accountability buddy so they can do it too, and post your Flex Friday picture to your personal page. And you get 10 points for this, and if your buddy does it, you get 20 points. So that's a big deal. I always make those worth more points because it's scary for people. But you know what? That's a coach thing. They're sharing their journey on social media, right? Something we do every single day as a coach. Another thing I'll do is, I just lost my train of thought. I have them do other things like I've had them in the past post something to their personal page about, talking about the challenge group and one fitness or health tip that they've picked up over the last few weeks and share it on their social media page. You can also implement personal development with your challengers, and I know a lot of coaches do this. Having your challengers read a personal development book every challenge group. Maybe all of you do the same book, like a book club type thing. and maybe offering extra points for doing your personal development. So you see, it's these little coach seeds that I'm planting so I can go back to that person and say, you're really doing everything that I do already. You just didn't know it. So anyway, I hope those are great tips for you guys for running amazing challenge groups. And just remember, like I said, be a challenger first. Give them that amazing Beachbody experience. They can't get it from anywhere else. They can't get the My Challenge Tracker from anywhere else, and they can't get you from anywhere else. So that's, my little tidbits on running successful challenge groups. I hope that was helpful to you guys, and I didn't ramble too fast. Have an awesome day.